Topic of today's discussion is significant figure. Now we have found different types of error, and in that we involve different measurements. Okay, so every measurement is having the error in it. Thus the result of the measurement should be reported in a way that indicates the precision of measurement. How precise the measurement is, that must be involved. So in that way we have to report the result. Normally the reported result of measurement is a number that includes all the digits in the number that are known reliably plus the first digit that is uncertain. So one extra digit is also taken into consideration, and that is the digit which shows the uncertainty in the measurement. The reliable digits plus the first uncertain digit are known as significant digits or significant figures. So this is the definition. Okay, reliable digits, okay, and first uncertain digit, they all are included in this significant figure. Okay, if we say the period of oscillation of simple pendulum is 1.62 second, the digit 1 and 6 are reliable and certain, while the digit 2 is uncertain. Okay, now how to take into consideration all these significant figures? There are certain rules. Okay, those rules we must follow so that we can find the significant figures. Okay, see, there are examples in the rules which are given here. All the non-zero digits are significant. Okay, all the non-zero digits are significant. All the zeros between two non-zero digits are significant no matter where the decimal point is, if at all. Okay, now see, if you have say one digit or one number, say it is 2.33, then see, all the non-zero digits are significant, so there are three significant numbers or figures. Okay, all the zeros between two non-zero digits. Now second rule, if I give you example, then say for example you have 2.035. If this is the number, now according to the rule, all the zeros between two non-zero digits are significant no matter where the decimal point is, if at all. So here decimal point is there. So 0 is taken into consideration as a significant number. So total significant numbers will be 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, there will be 4 significant figures. Okay, now if the number is less than 1, the zeros or 0 on the right of decimal point but to the left of the first non-zero digit are not significant. So if you consider this example which is given here, okay, this one, say 0.002308, this example, then these zeros which are there before decimal point and after decimal points, they are non-significant, and the numbers which are there, that is 2308, so we can say there are 4 significant numbers. One more example you can take. Okay, we can have one more example. Say if you have 0.006032. Okay, 6032. Now try to understand, these 4 zeros are insignificant. The 0 before decimal point and zeros after decimal points are insignificant. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 significant numbers or figures. The terminal or trailing zeros in a number without a decimal point are not significant. Okay, so trailing zeros are not significant. Okay, now see, the example is given. Say for example 1, 2, 3, 000 millimeter is written. Then trailing zeros, these zeros are not significant provided that number is without decimal point. Okay, so there are 3 significant figures. Okay, so these are the rules that you should keep in mind to determine how many significant numbers are there. Now we talk about the next one. The trailing zeros in a number with a decimal point are significant. Now if you have a decimal point, then trailing zeros are taken into consideration. Say for example here 3.500, then trailing zeros are considered, therefore there are 4 significant figures. Here these two are not taken into consideration. 0 before decimal point and 0 after decimal points are not considered. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, that is 6900. Okay, so we have to consider these 4 digits or 4 numbers. So it has 4 significant figures. Okay. Now to remove the ambiguities, sometimes we are changing the digits into 10 to the power. Okay, now try to understand this way. Say for example, you have one number. Okay, you have say one number. Okay, say 3, 2, 5, 0. Okay, then what do we do? Here there is a decimal point. Okay, so now you are changing it 1, 2 and 3. Scientific way of writing. So 3.25 into 10 to the power 3 it becomes. Now you can see how many significant figures are there. According to rule, these are the 3 significant figures. And here also, if you remember the rule, then the trailing zero is not taken into consideration. Okay, so there are 3 significant figures. Both the way the things are correct. Now, if you have, say for example, we have 2.64. It is written as say 2.64 into 10 to the power say 24 kg mass. Okay. Then there are 3 significant figures. Okay. Now if you have a number, say 0.005029. Okay, say meter square, whatever. Now convert this into scientific form. Then this is shifted 4 steps. Okay, so 5.029 into 10 to the power. Now this becomes minus because you are moving on right hand side. Okay, so minus 4. Okay, meter square. Now try to understand this. Here also, if you go according to rule, then the zeros before decimal point and after decimal point are not taken into consideration. Therefore, we can say there are 4 significant figures. And by changing it into scientific form, you can also consider that here also there are 4 significant figures. So whichever way you feel comfortable, you can decide the significant figures. Okay. Now this is all about the understanding of the significant figures. Okay. Now see, these are the things which are explained here how to convert. Okay, that you know also. Now see one more thing. The scientific notation is ideal for reporting measurement. But if this is not adopted, we use the rules adopted in the preceding examples which we have discussed. For a number greater than 1 without any decimal, the trailing zeros are not significant. Okay, so we have understood this way, that if it is 1, 2, 5, 00, then trailing zeros are insignificant, so there must not be first of all decimal point, without any decimal point. Okay, so there are 3 decimal points. Okay, for number with a decimal, the trailing zeros are significant. Okay, so whenever there is a decimal point, say for example 0.2500, then these trailing zeros are significant. So there are say 4 significant figures. Okay. Now the digit 0 conventionally put on the left of the decimal for a number less than 1. So we are writing it in this way: 0.1250 is never significant, or this 0 is not significant. Okay, these 4 digits 1250 are the significant figures. Okay, so this way you can understand this. Now rules for arithmetic operations with significant figures. Okay, now see, first rule, you just remember the rules how to find out the result in a significant figure and report it, how that result is to be reported. Now see, in multiplication or division, the final result should retain as many significant figures as are there in the original number with the least significant figure. Now there is one example which is discussed here, you can understand this. Say density is mass upon volume. Now mass is taken as say 4.237. So how many significant figures are there? There are 4 significant figures in the numerator. And how many significant figures are there in the denominator? There are 3. It is volume 2.51 centimeter cube. So least significant figures are there in this denominator. So the answer, if you find, okay, by using the calculator you can do. Now that will contain 1.69 and other digits will also be there. Okay. But you have to report this answer up to the least significant figures which are there in these 2 numbers. So least significant figures are here, that is 3. So you report this result up to 3 significant figures. Okay. In addition or subtraction also, the final result should retain as many decimal places as are there in the number with the least decimal place. Now see, again one example is discussed here. Okay, these are the digits, or we can say the values which are there in gram, they must be added. So you can add by placing them in such a way that decimal points are one below the other. Okay, that we know how to add them. So this answer you will get. But the least precise measurement is up to this, that is this. Okay, least decimal point, 1 decimal point is there. 2.2, sorry, it is 227.2. Okay, what is that? 227.2. So we have to consider this one only. 2 point, or rather you can say we take 227.2. So least decimal points are here, or we can say least numbers are here after decimal point. Least numbers are here after decimal point. There is only one number after decimal point. So the answer which you are getting is 663.821, but you can report it up to this 663.8. okay, this is written here. Okay, similarly in the difference also you can use this rule that you have to report the answer up to least number of decimal point, least number after the decimal points. Okay, now rounding off the uncertain number, that also we have discussed, or rather we know. Okay, the rules are to be just followed. The rule by convention is that the preceding digit is raised by 1 if the insignificant digit, okay, if the raised by 1 if the insignificant digit to be dropped, the underlying digit in this case is more than 5 and is left unchanged if the later is less than 5. So you can understand this 2.745. okay, it is exactly 5, but here say for example 2.746. okay, you try to understand it this way, 2.746. okay, if it is rounded off, then it becomes 2.75 because this last digit is more than 5. Barabar, 6 is more than 5, or last digit is more than 5. So what will you do? You just raise this digit by 1, so it becomes 5. So this has to be rounded off, so it becomes 2.75. Instead of 46, it becomes 5. And if it is 2.743, then what will happen? This has to be dropped. Okay, this 3 is less than 5. 3 is less than 5. So the rounding off will become 2.74. So the rule is that preceding digit is raised by 1. Preceding digit means if 6 is taken into consideration as last digit, then preceding digit is 4. 4 is raised by 1 if 6 or last digit is more than 5. Okay, and if the last digit is less than 5, last digit is less than 5, see here 3 is less than 5. okay, then this has to be just dropped, or we can say the preceding digit, that is 4, is kept as it is. Okay, so these are the rules that we generally practice. Okay, if it is exactly 5, say for example it is 2.745. Earlier we discussed about more than 5, less than 5. Okay, exactly 5. Then if the preceding digit is even, preceding digit here is 4, 4 is even. Okay, the insignificant digit is simply dropped. Okay, so if it is 2.745, then this 4 is even. So it is rounded off as 2.74. Just you drop this 5. And if it is say odd, say for example like this 2.735, then this is rounded off by increasing this odd digit by 1, so it becomes 2.74. okay, so if it is odd, the preceding digit is raised by 1. okay, so these are the rules that you should keep in mind. Okay, and accordingly this is calculated. Okay, surface area of the cube is found and the significant numbers are rounded off by taking into consideration the rules. Here also you can understand it very easily, that 5.74 divided by 1.2, so answer has to be reported up to the two significant figures, that is least number of significant figures are there here in the denominator 1.2. There are only two significant figures, so the answer has to be reported up to two significant figures. Okay, now this is the these are the rules for determining the uncertainty in the result of arithmetic calculation. The rules of determining the uncertainty or error in the number or measured quantity in arithmetic operations can be understood from the following example. Say here, the length and breadth of a thin rectangular sheet are measured using a meter scale 16.2 centimeter and 10.1 centimeter respectively. There are three significant figures in each measurement. You can see. If it means that the length L is written as 16.2 plus or minus 0.1, so you can find this 0.1 upon 16.2 and convert, so it will become 0.6%, and here 0.1 upon 10.1, whatever answer that you get, multiply by 100, so it will give you 1%. Then the error of the product of two experimental values using the combination of errors will be, first we find L into B, okay, so you will get 163.62, and errors are always added, because our rule says that the errors are added in multiplication as well as in division. So this 1% and 0.6 will be added, so it becomes 1.6%. Okay. Now if you find 1.6% of this, how will you find 163.62 into 1.6 divided by 100? Okay. So you will get this 2.6 centimeter square. So you can find this way the value also. Okay. This leads us to quote the final result as, now 2.6 is rounded off to 3 and 163.62 it is. So it is rounded off to 164. So area is rounded off up to say 164 plus or minus 3 centimeter square. Okay. If a set of experimental data is specified to n number of significant figures, a result obtained by combining the data will also be valid to n significant figures. Okay. So these are the different rules that you just have to remember. Okay, at the time of different experimental data in the laboratory, this can be utilized. The relative error of a value of a number specified to significant figures depends not only on n but also on the number itself. Okay, so these are the things that can be discussed whenever the experimental studies begin. Okay, so you can have better understanding at that time. Okay, because we have to explain this by taking the observations in the laboratory. Okay, so this chapter is getting over. Okay, now we shall begin further for the first chapter. Okay, thank you very much.